Oh, welcome back, chat. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
I don't think I'll remind you again of the rap. It's hard living. You gotta be all in to have a hope of success.
I'm the host with the most, C Breezy, man. Just to give a little backstory, a little reference to those who are viewing who don't know who I am. I'm an up and coming rap artist. I'm from Daytona Beach, Florida. Originally from Tennessee, Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge. You know what I'm saying? Gotta rep my Tennessee, man. Miss it. Been down here most of my life though. Did a couple bids in the chain gang down here. Not too proud of that, you know what I'm saying? Used to be a dope dealer, used to be an addict. I've been on both sides of the street, been out there homeless, in the trenches, nowhere to go. Down to my last hope, man, crying out to God, saying, please, either end this or save me, or, please just make a way. And, for the longest, man, like life to me was hopeless. And, going to prison that many times does something to somebody. I don't care who you are. And I don't care how hard you claim to be, man. Like, that shit breaks you down on the inside, slowly over time. It just wears away at you. Your family slowly forgets about you. The outside world slowly forgets about you. They know where you are, but you're no longer a relevant part of their life. So, you over time, you become non-existent. Not only that, you're now a burden to your family because they have to support you financially while you're in there, because you have no means or to really take care of yourself unless you're selling dope inside of the chain gang. I've witnessed that, and like I said, man, I've been there. I'm hoping by sharing my stories, man, and sharing about myself, maybe I can help somebody out there not make the mistakes that I made. I'm gonna keep it clear and honest, man. I'm California sober. I'm very 420 proactive, man. Like, I believe in the medical marijuana system. I also believe in medically assisted detox as well. I was a heroin addict for 20 years, and I'll be honest with you, Suboxone saved my life, and marijuana saved my life, because between the mental health issues I was having and just the overall physical addiction to the opiates, it was just bad, man. And these two medications have, that and NA have saved me. And God, most importantly, above anything else, God, Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, man.
No smoke, no mirrors, just personal.
I would not be here today. I've
to get started.
As of the last count, it was 54 times I have overdosed off of fentanyl and heroin over opioids. And, most people don't make it out of one. It is a literal miracle. I'm sitting here chatting to you folks tonight, sharing my story. And, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm also trying to push my music, and I run a nonprofit organization that helps pets, find homes. I personally do that myself. Like, I take 50% of any proceeds that I make, and I foster cats and I help them find homes. I foster any animal, period. Like, if there's an animal in distress, man, and they need to be taken care of and be medically treated and all that, I do that, man. I'm a big animal lover, and that's what half of my proceeds go to, is to helping animals find homes and, to helping animals, period. And I've got a bunch of cats myself. Me and my girl, we've got 4 indoor cats. We had 5. Poor Oreo passed away a couple months back. That was sad. And she was an older cat. We miss her deeply. And we've got about 14 outside cats that we take care of and feed every night. And I'll be honest with you, man, I love it. I love animals. I love cats. I love dogs. I just love animals, period. And they're a big part of my life. And I feel like they've helped me get through a lot too. You know what I mean? An animal knows you, knows how you feel, knows what you're going through, man, and they are real comforting. So back to the story, man. I know that's what y'all waiting on, man. So, and all my stories are true and legit. So I'm gonna keep certain people's real names out of it. And I've done my time. So any story that I share with you guys, it's something I've already handled legally. So it is what it is, man. So I'm just gonna share the last time I got out of prison. This is the 6th time, and I got really addicted to drugs while I was in prison this time too. I was smoking K2. I was shooting ice. I was at a medical camp, Lake Butler, Florida, and I was getting high the whole time I was there. And it was just bad, and to go in prison an addict and come out of prison an even worse addict than what you were before you went in just goes to show you how much of a failure the system really is. I mean, there's more drugs in prison than there are on the streets. I'm not even capping about that. I mean, it is just flooded in that place, man. If the state of Florida wanted to do a seizure, all they gotta do is just raid the prisons, man. That is where all the dope is at. I'm not even joking. Holy cow, man. I mean, it is insane. But, I guess nobody's tuned in tonight, man. So I'm going to peace out on the stream, man. But y'all stay blessed, man. I love y'all, man. Stay positive, man. Believe in the man upstairs, man. He'll save you out of any situation, man. And be kind to one another. Be positive and kind to each other, man. That's all I gotta say, man. Just be kind, man. There's too much hate out there as it is, man. You don't gotta go around spreading that type of stuff, man. If you're a negative person, man, and you got something going on the inside, look towards your spirit, man. Find healing. You know what I'm saying? For real. Look to something bigger than yourself. Sometimes you gotta get yourself out of the way. But y'all be blessed, man. Have a great evening. I'm out. What, baby? Daddy's coming. There's my cats right there. Love y'all, man. Peace.